And we are live. Welcome to another edition of DT Live. Got my coffee. Just felt like relaxing today. Today is a rare day off for me from all of what I do as far as real jobs and of course this job here. I really hadn't planned on doing anything for the channel today. I just really wanted to relax today. But you know what? Part of me relaxing, I wanted to play a game on Steam. So I opened up Steam and I was checking out Steam today, and you know, on the front page of Steam, this is the front page of Steam, but I was searching for games to buy. So I go to Steam OS plus Linux, you know, for all the Steam games that are available on Linux, and you have your recommended new releases based on what you've been playing. And the very first one for me was a game called Overload, which I'd never heard of, but it's a fairly recent game. Overload, it's already in my library, but it is a 6 Degree of Freedom shooter with intuitive controls, amazing lighting and graphics from the creators of Descent. Descent was great. Overload is the best zero-gravity robot blasting combat ever. Of course, a lot of marketing speak. But yeah, it was released May 31st of 2018. I paid $29.99 for it. Anyway, I thought it would be a good game to test out because, again, it was the first game recommended to me under the suggestions for me. So I wanted to see how well Steam knows me. So it's based on, you know, what I've purchased in the past, the things I've played in the past, which for me is a lot of shooters, a lot of first-person shooters. You guys have seen me play things like Team Fortress, Counter-Strike, Serious Sam 3, Ballistic Overkill, all those first-person shooters. So I'm assuming that's why it was recommending Overload to me today. A few of you are actually hanging out in the chat today. Let's see. Tim says hi. How are you doing, Tim? Michael, hello, sir. Eust says hi. Keegan, the Tennessean, what's going on, DT? How are you? Let's see. Tagferin also is in the chat. Hello, DT. How are you, sir? Linux over Windows says yo. Love the username, by the way. Linux over Windows. Tony says hey. And David Waters is here. Eris says hi. Jansu says hi, guys. How you doing? So today I'm going to mainly just be playing this game. I won't be able to keep up with the chat, obviously, while I'm gaming, so probably won't do much gaming as far as keeping up with any kind of Q&A sessions in the chat. I'll occasionally peek at the chat when I get a chance, but don't be offended if you make a comment or ask a question and I don't see it and don't respond. It's just the nature of doing these gaming streams. After I'm done playing around with Overload, though, I will stick around for a few minutes after the gaming session and chat with you guys. Yeah, Chaotic King says, nice, finally caught the beginning of a stream. Yeah, and I didn't give you guys much heads up. Manuel is here. Thomas E4 RACH. Yeah, I'm not sure how you pronounce your username. I'm just gonna call you E4. You say hi-lo. Hi-lo to you. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start this game. Again, I don't know what I'm getting into. I purchased this game 30 minutes ago. So let's see. Where is my library here? So Overload, let's see what this is all about. Again, it's a 3D first-person shooter. Yeah, Jenna says, hey, Derek. Hey, Jenna. Alice says, oh, a gaming live stream. I like your channel, but I'll skip. No worries. Maybe you can catch the next one. Tim of ADT, just wanted to say hello. You, Toss, and everyone are just the best. Thank you so much. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate that. And we got someone saying hi from Russia. Very cool. Alright, since I don't know anything about this game, I'm going to hope there is some kind of training session or something. If I choose play missions, should be single player. We do have training simulators, so I'm going to run through this. I'm going to choose the easiest setting. Being that it's a 3D first-person shooter, I'm assuming, like most other first-person shooters, it's going to use WASD for the controls, as far as the movement, and the mouse for aiming and shooting. Let's see how this goes. The desktop level's too high as far as the desktop audio. Let me adjust that. How's that, guys? The game is loud? Okay. I can turn it down even more. I have to wait about 30 seconds for you guys to catch up with the stream. The stream kind of has a delay. But is this too loud? If it's too loud, I'll turn it down even more. I'll turn it down a tad more just in case. It's not like you guys really need to hear the audio. The game is alright, it's fine now. Okay. Alright. Yeah, Alex says hi from the Netherlands. Very cool. Yep, game is alright now. Yeah, it's fine now. It's okay. Yep. Dan Simmons, how are you, sir? Sound is better. Okay. So let me resume this training session. So WASD, I'm assuming, again, your controls and the mouse. Oh yeah. I can already tell this is going to be really difficult to maneuver. Wow. Okay. First things first. Let me kill some of what's going on this computer here. Because this is going to be a pretty intense game as far as graphics, yeah. So I needed to kill some processes I had running that were sucking up some CPU. Obviously OBS is running, and that's going to take up some CPU and GPU while I live stream this, but... Okay, the controls are weird. I mean, the mouse is really hard to control because it's this 3D situation here. And then I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go in this room. If I look up, okay, I can go up. Yeah, I am not digging how this controls with the mouse. The WASD keys work like they should, but this weird 3D movement with the mouse, it's very hard to get your ship pointed in the right direction. By the way, there is a multiplayer version to this, but obviously I am not ready to actually play real people, because I can barely navigate here. Let's see. So fire secondary weapons. So let's see, the left mouse button fires my primary weapon. The right mouse button fires a secondary weapon. Okay. I'm just going to pick up all this stuff. Alright, let's see if I can find something to shoot at, since this is supposed to be a training session. Oh, here comes a ship. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, for a complete noob, I think I can handle this. I'm not sure how this will go if I play live people. I probably will try my hand at a multiplayer session here in a second. Let's see. What opens that door? I guess I have to push the button, maybe? Yep. Alright, and of course more bad guys here. Oh, he hit me a lot. There's a lot of them in this room. Okay. Yeah, if this was a game against real people, I'm sure I would have just died horribly right then. Tell you what, this is really nice as far as the graphics and everything in this game. This is a really interesting game. I'm actually really excited to see how the multiplayer works. See, refill your energy up to 100 as often as you need. So I guess I can keep returning here to heal. So that's good to know. So where do I go from here? Can I go up? Okay. Yeah, this 3D kind of map is it's hard to figure out where you're at sometimes. It's real easy to get lost. Like if you move the mouse a whole lot, you're really disoriented and you have absolutely no idea where you're going. Like somebody is shooting at me and I have no idea where they're at. He's below me. Okay. And again, of course, this is an easy training simulation. If this was against real players that knew what they were doing, I wouldn't be doing very well here. Okay. I'm still not really thrilled about the mouse controls. They're just a little too sensitive. I mean, it is really easy. Like if I go crazy with my mouse, and that wasn't me really doing anything crazy with the mouse, but if I just like do a normal circle with the mouse, I mean, you see how much movement there is, and it's really easy to not know where the hell you're at after you do something like that. You have no idea where the bad guys are. Okay, where am I supposed to go here? How do I open any of these doors? Okay, that one opened for me. Okay, some kind of little movie playing here. Was that the end of that? Okay, well, I guess that was the end of that little training session. Let's see, can I view my stats? Destruction count. Okay, it tells me everything I destroyed. Apparently I destroyed 7 goblins and 3 gorgons. I guess that's names of ships. I wonder what kind of options there are as far as the control options. Again, I don't like how sensitive the mouse is. So if I go to mouse and keyboard options, let's see. We have all the mouse sensitivity stuff here. I'm not sure if I really want to play with that or not. Remap mouse and keyboard, if I click that. Okay, I have a lot more options. Here's all the keyboard commands. Of course, WASD for forward, back, left, and right. You can also pitch up and down with the up and down arrow keys. Of course, mouse button 0 for primary, mouse button 1 for secondary weapon. You know what? They do have an option here. Mouse and keyboard default, keyboard only defaults. If I set keyboard only defaults, it gets rid of all the mouse stuff. And now fire primary weapon is space, fire secondary is left shift. And I don't need to fool with the mouse. Let me try that. So let me go back to a training session. Training simulator. I'll do the rookie this time. And let me just see if I can do WASD with my left hand and then the 4 arrow keys with my right hand. No mouse this time, and see. We'll see if this works any better. It is a little easier to control, I think. I don't know. Honestly, I think I want to go back to the mouse, even though I complained about it. Yeah, I was doing alright with the mouse. Let me go back to the mouse. And then what I might do, I might go and try my hand at multiplayer. I know I'm going to get completely killed. Let's see. Quit. No, I didn't need to quit completely. Oh well, I'll wait for that to reload. Check out the chat. Yeah, the graphics look good. Say, Dan, yeah, it's not bad. The game was not cheap, $29.99, but again, it's a new game. But I mean, like the game controls and everything look really neat. If the multiplayer is great, if there's a lot of players, especially, I mean, that's one thing with multiplayer. How many people are actually available to play against you? But it looks like it's a really neat game. Yeah, have I tried Calculata? I'm not, or you're maybe asking about Calculate Linux? Yes, I've used Calculate in the past. Hey Derek, great job with the channel. Do you have a Twitter handle? No, I deleted Facebook and Twitter from my life. I am no longer on either one of those social media networks. You can find me on Mastodon, though. You will find a link to my Mastodon page, I think in the show description. You'll also find it in the header of the channel, of my YouTube channel. Let's see, yep, the bad guys are on Windows. Talking about in the game, yeah, those ships are running Windows. Yeah, there's a teaser version of this game you can try for free, yeah. Yep, all over the place. Mouse is better, yeah. Yeah, I think the mouse is better. Trying them both out for a couple of minutes. Even though I complained about the mouse, it does seem like that was the better way to go. So I'm going to go back to mouse and keyboard options, remap mouse and keyboard, and I'm going to do, instead of keyboard only, I'm going to do mouse and keyboard. And that should set everything back to the defaults as they were before. Alright, I'm going to do single player one more time. I'm going to try the second option, Cronus Frontier. I'm not sure what that is. Let's see what... We'll do rookie this time. Trainee was a little too easy. I mean, for a complete noob not to get killed, that was a little too easy, so we'll step it up a little bit. 2118, 11 years ago, Juno Off-World Automation established the colony of Cronus, the moons of Saturn. Alright. Let's see. Do we really need to watch this movie? I guess we can while I drink my coffee. Yeah, this is really, I mean, the graphics of this game are really not bad. I will say the game was a little sluggish when I first loaded it up. So the game does use some system resources, some serious system resources probably. But again, it's also because I'm live streaming. And I had several Firefox tabs open, which I had to close.
Frontier, a subsidiary of Juno Off-World Automation in accordance with the Olympus.
Get rid of some of this and let's move on. Manned vehicle. The Kadachi Light Gunship MK2. Let's see how it goes. It's telling me all my weapons. Okay. Let's play it. Again, we're just gonna wing it. Some of that might have been important, but
I am now receiving
we'll find out in a second.
from the moons of Tarvos and Sol.
This is Tarvos. Our operators are malfunctioning. 2 people are dead, several injured, 3 missing.
Wow, why does that sound like Chekhov from Star Trek?
Also, what malfunction is
I don't know if you guys can hear that voice.
Plus 5. 3 missing. We're barricaded in the surveillance
I wonder if that
station.
was planned. Surely it was.
I will attempt to contact the other Kronos Frontier facilities.
Where am I going here? See, this is the problem with 3D. So I have absolutely no idea where I've been or where I'm going. Go up. I mean, I'm in this, but I have no idea if there's anywhere for me to go other than maybe back out. Is this the way I came? Yeah, that's the way I came in. No. I have no idea where to go here. Okay. I'm assuming there's some way out that I have to... Okay. Upgrade points can be used between levels. No. I can keep moving down, it looks like. Of course, if I keep always moving down, really I'm just moving in a circle. I see. There we go. Alright, bad guys. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Wow. I almost rammed him. Oh, somebody's shooting at me. Gotta figure out how to control the mouse. And I've got very low armor. Let's see, does that ball there give me anything? I don't know, it didn't give me any more armor though, which is really what I need. Well, I'm probably dead here. Okay, here's some more. Okay, armor increased. So the blue ones, the blue orbs, give you armor. This red button over here, if I shoot it, does it do something? Yes, it does. What does it do, though? Oh, it gives me this. Upgrade point acquired. Okay. Tell you what, the single player mode is actually not bad. I don't know what kind of story is behind the single player stuff.
Our team is on Emira to upgrade defenses and inspect the mines.
It's not bad. Ooh. Armor again. Yeah, you know what? It takes a lot of effort to control things with this mouse. I mean, the mouse sensitivity. The trick to the mouse is to not use it much. I mean, to use it in very small increments. Because if you use the mouse the way you would in something like a Counter-Strike or Ballistic Overkill or something like that, it's all over the place and you get so disoriented you have no idea where you're at. Also, sometimes you get confused, like trying to move the mouse up to go down instead of... Well, I'm sure there's options. Maybe I could invert that to actually make that a possibility. Doing a very good job at dodging the shots that these guys fire at me either. What the heck was that just flew by me? Let me head back to the chat for a second. Yeah, first thought it was a Doom spin. Yeah, it does kind of have a Doom kind of quality to it, other than it's, you know, more of a 3D shooter. Hey guys, anyone tried the Dark mod? I've been asked about it, but I haven't. I've never played it. It's free and open source game, and it looks good. Okay, might have to check that out. What distros do you use? If you're asking me, I've used them all at some point. Right now I'm on Manjaro. Tagfarin says he uses Manjaro and OpenBox. Actually, I'm in a tiling window manager today, Tagfarin. I'm using Qtile. It's what I've been living in for a couple of months. 2 or 3 months at least. Are you going to control a nuclear vessel? Is that more Chekhov from Star Trek? Vessel. Nuclear vessel. You're sideways, yep. OpenBox, cool, it's fast. Yeah, love OpenBox. Kind of miss it. Might go back to it soon. I don't know. The tiling window manager stuff, though, does give me some really neat functionality. It allows me to place windows exactly where I want them on the screen and exactly the right size, which really helps for things like what I do with these live streams. You know, I can always, you know, have my layouts pre-configured to exactly how I want them to show up here in OBS, for example, if I'm capturing my desktop. Yeah, Matthew says I'm dizzy already. Can you play this on Intel HD graphics? Yeah, I don't know. I'm using an NVIDIA 1060. I don't know what kind of settings you can do as far as can you maybe lighten the load on the game. Maybe there's a... well, I guess I could check it out real quick. I go to the main menu, let's see, options, graphics options. You have options for VSync, field of view, brightness, display mode, Window size, shadow settings, advanced options. Let's see what advanced options. Okay, so you can do texture, effects, lens flares, anti-alias. Yeah. Anyway, you can play around with some, I guess, some of the graphics settings. Maybe if you're having issues running it. But I don't honestly don't know how well this would play on just Intel onboard graphics. Might work for you, it might not though. It does seem a little heavier of a game though, compared to things like other stuff I play on the channel. It's a lot heavier than Ballistic Overkill and CSGO. Let's see. Okay, what's the goal here? It says 1. The goal here is to shoot stuff. Here in a minute I'm going to do a multiplayer game, and of course the goal of that is of course to kill the other team. I'm guessing if it's a team-based game, or just kill all the other players if it's some kind of free-for-all. As far as the single-player mode, I don't know. There's probably a story that goes along with all the missions in the single-player mode. But for me, what I would normally do for a shooter game, I'm always going to do multiplayer. You know, I'm going to join a game, play 10-15 minutes, try to frag everybody that I can, and get the heck out. So, yeah, Degenerate says shoot stuff would be my guess. Yeah, for the goal. Yeah, texture reduces chip used. Yeah. EVE Online is heavy. Haven't ever played EVE Online. Might be something I need to check out. You know what? I'm going to try multiplayer mode. I have no idea. Again, it's a kind of a new game. I don't know if there's anybody online for me to play. I have the options of playing head-to-head. Me playing one-on-one with somebody else that knows what they're doing is going to be horrible. There's no way I could win. Anarchy, which is 3 to 6 players in a free-for-all. That's probably good for a noob. And we have Team Anarchy. 2 teams up to 4 players fight for supremacy. That would probably be the best for a noob. Let's do Team Anarchy. Let's see if we can actually find a match. Let's see if there's actually people online waiting to play this game. Alan is in the chat. He says, "Hey DT, I'm late." You haven't missed too much. I'm really just trying to figure out how to play this game I just bought. I figured, you know, since I was going to play a game, might as well do a stream. Nothing really planned today. Again, it's kind of a off day for me. Just relaxing. Figured if I was going to play the game, though, I might as well just hit the start streaming button. Anybody that wants to hang out and watch can. Those that don't feel like watching me suck really bad at gaming, no hard feelings. You guys can catch the next Linux-related stream. Although this is kind of Linux-related. I mean, I am on Linux, gaming on Linux. This is Steam on Linux. Let's see, we're still waiting for players, and it's really not giving me any information as far as, are there other players waiting besides me? Would like a little bit more information here than just waiting on players. Let's see. Yeah, on graphic, and I have to reduce to low settings for playability. Yep, for EVE Online. Yeah, you're on Manjaro, Linux, Cinnamon 17.1.11. Alex is running Manjaro KDE, no screen tearing so far. Alan, same, Arch plus KDE with Mesa, no screen tearing at all. David says, tried Antragos on boot USB, wouldn't boot. Yep. I've not had good luck with Antragos. I've had some installs that went well, but I've had a lot of installs that just crapped out on me in a big way. As in, they failed to install completely. So anyway, we're waiting for players still. I don't know. Let's quit this. Go back to play online. Let's see if the Anarchy, the free-for-all, has people that are available to play. See, this is the one thing I hate about some games, is there's just nobody to play. If you're interested in playing multiplayer, nobody's around to play. But, you know, maybe you guys, any of you interested in playing the game, of course you gotta purchase the game. Again, it's not a cheap game. It's $29.99 US, what I paid for the game. Let's see, the Antergos installer is a big no for me, yep. Yeah, all the time with me. Yeah, I really just wish they would fix their installer. They'd fix their installer. I mean, it's a fine distro once you get it up and running. I mean, once you get it up and running, it's just Arch, right? Arch is great. But the installer is broken. Alright. Okay, now I'm actually getting, like, stuff on the screen here. I wonder why it took so long for my name to appear on the screen. I mean, I waited like a minute. Huh. And I really hope more people will join than just this wolf guy, because it's just, if it's just me and him one-on-one and some kind of free-for-all, he's gonna laugh at how bad I play this game. Looks like I gotta wait another 53 seconds or so before the game starts. Hopefully a couple more players will join up. And we'll see how it goes. Yeah, the same with games that are so old. Yeah, old games, yeah, it's hard to find players that are still playing on multiplayer. Julio says Arch forever. Absolutely. Let's see, only one other player, RIP. Yeah, he's gonna completely rape me. This is gonna be so bad. CPU usage is 25 to 30%, dual core. Okay. Maybe the other player is streaming and saying the same as you. Yeah, it could be. Could be another Linux YouTuber. Huh. Let's see. 2 seconds, 1 second. Yeah. It's just me and him, it looks like. We get to vote for a level. Blizzard looks cool. Let's see what that's about. Alright. Alright guys, wish me luck. Let's see how this goes. Okay, I hear somebody shooting already, but I don't see him. There he is. That went really fast. Alright, let's auto respawn. Okay. That went really faster than the last time. Alright, maybe I should just hide. Okay. Did I get him? Wow, I actually got a kill. I wish I could chat to that guy and let him know how bad he sucks if I killed him. I need a trash talk. Oh, you know what? I better slow down on the trash talk. 3 to 1. Okay. Well, that's not a very good spot to auto spawn, is it? Right behind the guy. Wow, and he's like dropping bombs. Wow, he's got a lot more weapons than I got. Where is he getting those orbs that actually follow me? Oh, I'm so bad at this. I need more noobs to join the game. him again. Wow. I've got low armor though. I'm not gonna last long here. Wow. I am not doing very good maneuvering here. I need that blue orb. I was trying to get it. There we go. So isn't that the one that gives me more armor? My armor is very low. Alright, let me go find this guy. Why wait for him to come to me? I'm gonna go to him. Well, that might have been a bad idea. He's got so many of these orb floating thingies that blow me up. Alright. I don't know what we're playing to. I guess to infinity. But he's 8-2. What he's up on me. Okay, I can select a new weapon. Okay. Ooh, dang. Looks like the keyboard got stuck there for a second. Oh, did I get him? Or did he get me? No, I thought I had him. Guess I was mistaken there. You know what? One more time. And then I'm just gonna have to congratulate this guy. If I could shake his hand, I would. Clearly. Okay, well, it looked like we both blew up there. Apparently, ramming works, but it also killed me too. That was bad. I'm actually pretty embarrassed about that. What I think I'm going to do is after this stream is over, I'm going to delete this video off of YouTube. I want to erase, you know, all evidence that this ever happened. So. Yeah, you weren't kidding. It's hard to maneuver. Yep. It's hard for me to maneuver. The other guy looked like he was doing a little better. Although, I don't know. It's weird because, you know, when you can move in pretty much any direction you want 3D, you know, you really have to have control of the mouse. Total control of the mouse. Is it a mech or a ship? Yeah, that's a good question. It looks like they're just spaceships. But, you know, they have funny names like Gorgon and, you know. I'm not a gamer, my friend. Definitely going to support your channel. Appreciate that, Tim. It's a shuttle type, yeah. Alan Lewis. 11-2. LOL. Again, no one's ever going to see this after this stream is over, Alan. It's getting deleted. It's Linux related, yeah. This is Linux related. Me getting my rear end handed to me by probably some other gaming noob. He probably just downloaded this game today too. That's the sad part about it. The fact that I killed him twice, I guarantee you he's a noob. Somebody that knew what they were doing, I would have never got those 2 kills. Yeah, had to smash that thumbs up. I appreciate that, Poison. Yeah, support the channel, Linux, and comedy together. Still real. Still really like Ballistic Overkill. Ballistic Overkill is awesome. And I like first-person shooters, traditional first-person shooters. This 3D first-person shooter is not bad. It's just I've got to figure out how to control the dang thing. AJCD says, too late, I'm screen recording it and putting it on YouTube. I guess there's no deleting it, then I might as well leave it up then. Did you take a gamble on this game? Yeah, I knew nothing about it. Steam suggested it to me, so I was like, you know what, why not? I just wanted to see, you know, how well Steam suggests games to people. I mean, how well does Steam know me? And I'll be honest, I kind of like the game. It's my kind of game. Yeah, I like this over Ballistic. Yeah, I can't make a judgment just yet because, again, this is my first time playing it. I go to multiplayer again and choose Team Anarchy. And I actually wait a little while like I did for just regular Anarchy. We might actually find players. I didn't wait that long the first time. I noticed when I waited for just the regular free-for-all Anarchy game, you know, it took a minute for me and the other guy to finally appear, like in the room. So I'll wait a couple of minutes. I'll chat with you guys and see if I can actually find somebody willing to play a team-based game, because I'm gonna need teammates. Yeah, a bit of a learning curve. Yeah, Super Garage just says it looks like an awesome game. Yeah. I don't hate that I purchased it. I mean, for 30 bucks. I mean, it's not a cheap game, but I think I'm gonna have fun playing this game. And the single player mode may be interesting too. I mean, I don't mind playing single player mode in shooters occasionally. I mean, I play Quake and, you know, even like the free and open source shooters we have on Linux, like Open Arena. You know, I can play single player mode in those just fine. Of course, Serious Sam 3, I play single player, so as long as there's a, you know, interesting story and some cool maps along the way. Yeah, I think I remember a Windows 3.1 version of this game. Wow, that Windows 3.1 was 30 years ago. I mean, I don't think you remember this game or anything like it back then. I mean, we didn't have any kind of 3D games. Not that early. You may have played a game on 3.1, but it was probably a newer game, but you were still playing it on an old operating system like Windows 3.1. Yeah, the game has VR too. You have virtual reality too. I bet that would make me sick. Yep. I think it's an updated version of, if you could remember, right? So it reminds you of a similar game from the early 90s. We'll see. Oh Lord. So we have teams, but guess who the captain of the other team is? Wolf, the guy that beat me 11-2. And I hope somebody else shows up. We really need at least 4 players. And it looks like, do I really have to wait 4.5 minutes? That's a long wait for a multiplayer game. Oh well. We'll hang out here for a couple minutes. Especially if other people join. Let's see. This game is set out primarily on the moons of Saturn, where facilities have sent out distress signals about the mining robots turning hostile. That's the story. So it's like Terminator, you know, Judgment Day, the machines, except it's on Saturn. It's Terminator on Saturn. It was a spaceship in a maze. The game you're trying to remember, Mr. GFY? These days you can get a load of free games from the likes of Humble Bundles, Steam, Good Old Games, Origin. Yep. Have I ever played Portal 2? No. And a lot of you guys ask me about Portal 2. I've never played it. I should take a look at it, since a lot of you guys, every time I do one of these streams, it seems like somebody asks me about Portal 2. Yeah, I'll take a look at it at some point. This game is a spiritual successor to an old DOS game called Descent. Yes, Descent. Yeah, Poison said you could install Linux in that time. Yeah, in 4.5 minutes. There are versions of Linux you probably could if you have the right machine. Michael says, except Arch. Going to grab a coffee. Be right back. Okay. I still got another couple minutes. Still just me and Wolf. Which is basically Team Anarchy is going to be just like we played before. It's just, if it's just me and him, it's just going to be like playing a free-for-all. I was really hoping we'd have teammates. Yeah, Richard says, recommend something Quake style. Yeah, the old Quake games, of course. If you like the original Quake, if you guys have never checked out Open Arena, it's an old game that's been around forever on Linux. It's a pretty good clone of the original Quake game. Again, it's not bad as far as the first person or the single player mode. It's also not bad for multiplayer. Not sure how many people are still playing Open Arena these days. I remember Open Arena was one of the few games we had on Linux back when I started using Linux on the desktop about 10 years ago. Of course, that was way before we had Steam. Really, we only had a few options for gaming on Linux back then. Let's see, my record for an Arch install is 6 minutes. Very cool. Did you actually get a GUI installed on Arch in 6 minutes, or was that just the base system? Let's see, the part that was the longest was writing systemd boot configs. Yeah, tons of people are still on Open Arena? Okay, that's cool to know. I haven't looked at it in years, but back in the day I played a lot of Open Arena, played a lot of Sauerbraten, was another really good first-person shooter, free and open source that's available on Linux. Red Eclipse, Xenotic. You've ever heard of Xenotic? It's a really neat first-person shooter available on Linux, free and open source. What were some of the other ones? Alien Arena was really nice. Alien Arena had some really neat graphics and good gameplay. Didn't went as far as multiplayer, at least back in the day when I was playing it. Again, I haven't looked at any of those games I just named in years. Anyway, so in 16 seconds, me and Wolf are gonna go at it again. So apparently I'm not gonna have a teammate. Yeah, Xenotic does not have many players anymore. That's a shame. When I was playing it 2-3 years ago, it actually had a pretty good amount of people playing it. It wasn't hard to get a good team-based capture the flag game going, you know. Place your bets. It says waiting for players still. What's going on? Okay, and now the timer restarted. What happened? Well, I'm not waiting another 5 minutes. I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know if Wolf disconnected and then joined again and now we wait. That might have been the case. Maybe he wants to have some teammates too. But apparently it's not meant to be. There's just no one online except me and Wolf at this moment to play multiplayer. I'll play another single player though. Let's see. We'll still do the rookie level, so I'm not that great. Although I should do better. Having played Wolf was a learning experience because he really handed it to me.
Hello. You are on board.
Yeah, skip all that. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if I can beat the computer.
I am now receiving transmissions from the moons of Tarvos and Sol.
This is Tarvos. Our operators are malfunctioning.
There's Chekhov
Two people
again.
are dead, several injured, 3 missing.
Skull
Nuclear
here.
vessel.
Autowat malfunction is confirmed. We've lost 5. 3 missing. We're barricaded in the surveyor station.
I will attempt to contact the other Kronos Frontier facilities.
course, this 3D maze again. It's very hard to remember where you've been. But I see an orb down there, so I'm pretty sure I haven't been this way, because I haven't picked it up before. Which direction do I want to go? How about straight up? That door does not open. Looks like a door that should open, but it doesn't. I don't know if there's a trick to it. Well, if I can't get out of here, I can't shoot any bad guys. But I think I'm on the right track. I think I remember going this way before, yeah. Oh yeah, and the bad guys are right here inside the door. Okay. Yeah, playing against Wolf definitely prepared me to play these guys. They're not moving nearly as fast as Wolf. And of course, this is one of the easier game modes here. I definitely didn't select a hard one, so that may be why the computer, the AI is not moving real fast. So which door did I come in? Was it this one? Yeah, I think so. So this is the one I came in. Let's go down. Okay. Well, we've gotten a little bit better at this. And I kind of dig the, even if the multiplayer never really works out, if there's just not a lot of people on it, I can play single player. This isn't too bad. This is interesting, especially since it is kind of a maze, you know. Kind of have to figure out
Evelyn
which way to go.
Geologist.
And I'm sure there's ways to unlock certain passages, certain doors. Okay. Is there nowhere else to go in this room, or is it just a dead end? I guess so. I guess I gotta go back out. Okay. So other than the WASD keys, you can use Q, the Q and yeah, Q and E or R to rotate. Okay, that's interesting. So if you know the map gets kind of crazy on you, like all sideways, and you want to turn it back the right way. Yeah, the 3D functionality of this game is takes a lot of getting used to. And that's the room I've already been in. Of course, that sign is upside down. Now, okay, now I can read it. See where we go from here. Is there anything down here? Doesn't appear to be. Get that orb. Get that. Ooh. Okay,
I have
now
retrieved a message from CEO Gabriel
we are
Cantor.
the next part
It was
here.
sent 22 days ago.
Uh-oh.
To all Cronus Frontier employees, an attack on
I was
this
about to
colony
drink my cup
is
of coffee
imminent.
when the door
We
opened
must
and the
take
bad
immediate
guys came
action
in.
to fortify all facilities.
Okay,
Every
so
base, no
guess-
matter how small, must be prepared, or everything we've built out here will be taken from us.
Oh, wow, I can go down. Oh, wow, is that lava? I wonder if that kills me if I get too close to it. That adds an interesting dynamic to the game if it kills me. Since I can't really maneuver my ship that well. This could be fun. I'm already pointed right at it. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, let's try the secondary weapon. Oh yeah, that works a lot better. Okay. I gotta be careful not to get too close to the lava. Does the lava actually kill? Yes. Gotta get out of it. Okay. So now we know that. So avoid the lava. Okay. Ooh, something's shooting at me. Low armor. Uh-oh. Yeah, we're dangerously close to dying now.
Cantor wants every base fortified against a possible attack. We're making
Got a
the
bad guy
modifications
coming
now.
up. Alright, my secondary weapon actually killed those guys pretty easy. Oh, really low armor now. Like one more hit and I'm done. Ah. Well, I think that's a good point to stop in the story here. Go ahead and quit out of that. That was very cool, though. Pretty happy with the game. I mean, $30, but I don't think it's wasted. By the way, guys, I use Manjaro. Alright, back to the chat for a second. Yeah, the AI must be running KDE 4, yeah. Nice sound effects, yeah. Everything about the game seems first rate. The graphics, the audio, I mean the music and the effects and everything. All the voiceovers, as far as the like the little animations between different rounds. Yeah, close up, they are easy to hit, yeah. I tell you what, I don't know if I would want to play too much of that because of how disoriented it is as far as the 3D nature of it. Also, I think after playing something like that, if I loaded up Counter-Strike right now, I bet it would be very hard for me to play Counter-Strike after trying to figure out all the 3D stuff with Overload. Going back to a regular first-person shooter, there would be an adjustment period, I would think. Yeah, up close, they lose track. No, the controls are wacky. Yes, the controls are really wacky in the game. They just take some getting used to. It's the mouse that is the problem. Very, very minor mouse adjustments. No big sweeping gestures like you do on some first-person shooters. A 3D shooter, really, really minor adjustments with the mouse. And the trick I learned was just up and down, you know, as far as the mouse. Don't do much left and right because you're already doing a lot of left and right with WASD. So Let's see, looks like it would be fun with a drum pad. Yeah, actually, you guys had like a Steam gamepad. I'm sure it'd be great on a gamepad. It would make a lot of sense. Yeah, the game reminds me of Xonotic, says Richard. I agree. Open source, first-person shooter game. This is Xonotic. Yeah, Overload isn't isn't free and open source. They have an app image for it for Xonotic. Okay. Yeah, imagine if VR. Yep. That was in VR, you would end up with whiplash. I will be surprised if you can't adjust sensitivity, though. Yeah, you can. But you know what? When I looked at the settings for keyboard and mouse, the sensitivity was set kind of on the low end. I mean, you can actually adjust it way up from where it was set. So it seems like yeah, you can adjust it down a little bit, but not that much. Let's see. And you guys were mentioning VR. I'm not sure if the game offers anything with VR. It probably does, actually. Again, I bought the game. I did no research into the game. I was like, oh, Steam recommends me this game. I played like the first trailer of the game, and I was like, oh, it's a 3D shooter. Got my credit card out, bought it. So that's the way that went. Hold on just a second, guys. Alright. Trying to get things back to normal here now that I've killed Steam. I do appreciate all you guys hanging out with me, by the way, while I played the game. Again, I was just relaxing today. I felt like doing a little gaming. I may open up Steam later and maybe play some Ballistic Overkill or some CSGO or even some Team Fortress, because I'm a little better at those games. I feel like I do need to redeem myself. I won't do those on camera, though. Probably this evening, you know, relax. Maybe drink a beer and maybe play some Team Fortress. I've been really enjoying Team Fortress the last week or two. So, gotten pretty good with the pyro on Team Fortress. I'm not bad with the pyro. Occasionally I play the soldier. I could be better with the soldier, but the pyro I do decent at. I'm not the worst. Yes, should be playing Xonotic, yeah. David says it got recorded. Yeah, well, this is going to be one of those videos I'm not going to be proud of, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm probably going to kill the stream here in a few minutes. Any of you got anything you want to say in the next, I don't know, 5 minutes or so? Feel free. Anything stream here as far as gaming related or Linux related or just anything off the wall related. We can chat about anything for a few minutes. But then I do need to get going. I should play some Open Arena one day. Yes, I actually should take a look at a lot of those free and open source, especially the old school ones that have been around forever, like Open Arena. Because I think those projects, a lot of people, especially newer Linux users, don't know about those games. If you were around before Steam, you guys know about it, because back then that was all we had on Linux. We had a lot of first-person shooters, most of them based on the Quake engine, because it was open source, the original Quake engine. So we had like, seemed like 20 of those things. And we had Super Tux Kart. That was your gaming on Linux, really, before Steam. Yeah, exercise makes perfect. Yeah. Well, I went to the gym today, but if you're talking about the gaming exercise, yeah, I just don't game enough to be good at these things. Yeah, take care, DT. Catch you later, friend. All right, thanks, Tim. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, Linux in industry. No shaming for gaming. Check out Ludus for gaming. Is it Ludus or is it Lutris? Yeah, I should. Poor Super Tux Kart became a joke, even though it's a decent game. Super Tux Kart was never a joke. Super Tux is actually a really nice game. Really nice game. I mean, I enjoy playing it. And any of you that have got you know, kids, young kids, they love Super Tux too. Like if they come over and, you know, like you've got nieces or nephews or friends that have small children, and you know, you're not running Windows, so you don't have a lot of games on your computer, but you know what? Your Linux computer, install Super Tux for them, and those kids will be occupied all day. So, and other than Super Tux, Extreme Tux Racer, the one where the penguin slides down the hill, kind of in like a sled race. That's a nice one too. Definitely not a joke though. I never joke about Super Tux. Yeah, seen Manic Miner from ZX Spectrum. Okay. Super Tux doesn't support 144 Hz though for your monitor. I am an expert on Super Tux, says Mr. Steven Anderson. Yeah, I'm kind of a novice at Super Tux. I know enough about Super Tux to be dangerous. Now that one wouldn't be a bad one to do on a stream one day. Maybe if I could do like multiplayer Super Tux. Get some folks that know a little bit about Super Tux and think they could beat me. I'm not sure if they could. Anyway, I do want to thank you guys for hanging out. I'm going to go ahead and kill the stream. Let's see. We still have a few of you hanging out. Let's see. Client, David, Michael, Mr. GFY, of course, always here. Poison, good to see you. Richard, Stealth, Steven, Super, Taffa, of course, Timo was saying bye. Thank you guys for hanging out. Of course, I do need to do a special thanks to my patrons. You know, special thanks to all my Patreon supporters that help support the channel and make this possible. I'm talking about Ansem, David, Carlos, Chuck, Daniel, Brian, Leor, AK Ryan, Mr. Neely, Pop Spark, Robert, Marcus, Dan, Mr. Smarty Pants, Swami, Ben, Humade, Keith, Dan, Mr. GFY, Michael, Tony, Bruno, David, Silvio, Omar, John, Carl, Greg, Christian, Rob, Matt, Mark, Tiedemann, Steven, the other Steven, the third Steven, Eduardo, Alex, Jake, Benjamin, Marcus, Interceptor, First Paul, Second Paul, Alan, Katrina, Voice Love, John, and to Bella. You guys rock. You guys help make this show possible. Peace, guys.